Welcome. There's a lot of hidden faces out there and disguises. We have some hidden faces. We have two possible suspects, shall we call them. We need to eliminate them from this crazy inquiry. Welcome to Aldon's Reviews and True Crime. So before we see pictures of these men that we need to identify, we need them to come forward. We look at Brad. Now to cut to the short, remember when he had that interview? It took him, I thought, now correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, it took him 4 days. Some are saying 2 weeks. I thought it was 4 days after Jay went missing to come forward and say, oh, he called me about 8:30 or 8:20 in the morning and said he was slipping down a bank. He was laughing. We were both laughing about it. He was slipping down a bank. Do you remember the interview? And he was looking away like that, like he was hiding something. I thought it was just, maybe he was just shy. He was having an interview on television, or maybe it was because he kind of was trying to make up a story and he was kind of looking away, not kind of interested, and certainly not worried too much or showing empathy. But then again, this could be a youngster thing nowadays. They don't show that sort of empathy. Or Jay wasn't a very good friend, but he was an acquaintance. But he was looking away, and I did wonder, do you think he had a black eye? It's difficult to say, but if you look at the picture, it certainly looks like he did. It wasn't only Brandon that was said to have a black eye and wouldn't show his face. He hasn't shown his face yet. As far as I'm aware, he was going to recently, and he may do. How many were in that Airbnb? Was it Brandon? Was it Brad and Brandon? Or was it the night before there was a fracas? Did it have anything to do with the next evening, the fateful evening? Or the fateful morning, rather. Rolling back, we also have Lucy. Lucy. From day one, her story didn't really add up to being truthful. Not fully truthful, because she was trying to distance herself straight away, saying, I was on my own. Whole elaborate story. When she set up the GoFundMe straight away, a target, 35 grand target was set out of thin air straight away. He wasn't even gone, not half a day or a day, straight away. The search was all paid for, so the GoFundMe was a scam. We know in the past her name was mentioned on a property scam of Potter PayPal's sponsored kind of, he was a front man, a name to be named within this cafe, and there was a scam to change ownership, and she was mentioned in trying to swap this paperwork over or something. I won't go into that one. I'm deviating again. So she was trying to distance herself, saying, I wasn't involved, I wasn't there, it was just me on my own. I never went to the Airbnb, which she did afterwards to try and find him straight away, as we all would do if somebody went missing. And then she was kind of stating that he was gone and he won't be back. And it was all just wishy-washy. Never been interviewed by the UK authorities. It's not their jurisdiction. There are all sorts of red tape to wade through for the British police to do anything. And we have certain texts that went back and forth, flying all over the place, coming out in the open. And there is a man that needs to be eliminated, completely innocent. He could be completely innocent until proven guilty of something, but he was texting Lucy. And I don't really want to talk about all the texts and ins and outs for fear of getting it incorrect. But it would be good if this man came forward and just eliminate himself. Apparently she was just attending the event. So as a punter. So what about all the foreign travel that is alleged that she does all the time before this, then? So is she just going to festivals as a punter, or is she working? Is she doing something? It's never looked into, never ever looked into of what she does, how she earns her money, where these properties are. Her parents own some property in Lanzarote, is it? Brandon? Brad? Anyone else's parents own any property out that way? Tenerife? One of the islands? All ins and outs and things that we need to know to put the jigsaw puzzle together. But it's all hidden. It's all gone, brushed under the carpet. And we're just coming out with this narrative. And people are upset because people are still looking into this. Shall we call it a case or incident? But really, did he just walk out? He might have done. Fell off the cliff, the ravine. That's it. But it's just everything around it. If there was nothing at all surrounding this incident, it would just be an open and shut case. Now I know there are thousands, probably millions of these type of cases that never get looked at and it's all a done deal. But this one, it's a bit like something like the Nicola Bulley case. That had all sorts of suspicions going on. And the McCann incident as well. The little girl went missing. I can talk about that one on a separate video. There's a whole new ball game there to talk about. A lot of people have done that one and they've looked into it. I'll give my view on that one. I'll stick up a little separate video on that one. Rolling back to these mystery people that we need to eliminate. This man who was in the club at the time, we've got CCTV, we've got photographs of him. He's on his phone all the time, no crime at all, but he looked suspicious. What nationality do we think that he is? I'm not very good on faces and guessing where people are from. Could be anywhere really, could be Britain, couldn't it? Could be Moroccan. Is it Moroccan? Don't know. Does it matter? It could do. But when we have somebody at, shall we say, not the crime scene, might be in the crime scene, near the crime scene, or pretty close to when, not the crime scene, when the missing person walked away from the Airbnb. Now this was the same night, it's just finding out if this man knows anything. Anyone around, anyone viewed on CCTV, just eliminate them from the inquiry. So if we share this video and share these pictures, this is the reason why we have social media. Anyway, thank you for watching. I am starting up other channels. I do have other channels, other interests you might be interested in. Please, 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 please remember, this is my own saying. It's great to be alive. This isn't my own saying, but it's very, very important. Please, please, don't have nightmares.